Hi everybody, and this is Scott from the Groom's Den. So, the channel has gone under a couple things recently where we have changed to where there's a group of me and four of my buddies and you've since seen Fiaz's videos. I've been absent for a couple weeks, but I figured it's time to come back, alright? So, what do I have for you today? The thing about it is, I have missed you guys. I've missed the comments. I've missed some of the interactions that we've had. And I hope that we continue to grow as the Groomsman channel. You will be seeing some other content from the other creators soon. They're working on it. We're all busy people. We all have families and so on and so forth, and jobs and everything going on. So, the fact that we don't put content out every day isn't that we don't love you guys and we don't like seeing and sharing what we have with you guys. It's just we're busy people, all right? So as you can see, I'm donning a shirt from Plainfield Charter Township because I do some work for those guys over there. Most of you know I'm a water chemist for the state, but I have other things going on too, all right? So what do I got going on today? So this is an idea after the last video that I made about these razors, and I didn't include all of them. So, and what I mean by that is I talked about my Yaki razors that I had ordered, and what I actually, not Yaki, rip-offs of Yaki off AliExpress. So, the thing about it is I had found that there's an open comb Melon, this is a rip-off of that, because these are not from Yaki. These are from some other producer. In China, probably the same exact factory, just these are not laser engraved with the Yaki on the top of them, similar to that of the other ones, right? So that's a Melon copy, and this is a copy of the Katana. So the reason that I'm bringing these to you, I've used all 10 different heads that I got from China or from AliExpress, and I've used all of them. The ones that I found gave me the best shaves, and the smoothest shaves are the ones I brought to you. And the company off AliExpress named Lemon Head or Lemon something like that made this handle. They say it's stainless steel, but if you do a magnet test on this thing, it's actually not stainless steel. True stainless steel is not magnetic. This is a very high carbon steel, but it is not stainless steel. But this is a very good heavy handle. Very good grip on it. I don't feel like I'm going to drop the razor with this. So what I'm going to be doing today is swapping this thing back and forth between the two heads and using both sides of the face here to see as a battle which one gives me a smoother and a better shave. Which one would I prefer to use? We're going to be pairing that today with a soap that I ain't ever used called the Red Cabin in the Woods, okay? So I'm trying to make this a little bit different. These are razors that you can order off AliExpress. It will take you a bit to get. But the Katana uses a half DE blade, okay? So I just want to throw it out there and let you know. One of the most biggest common misperceptions or thoughts is, oh, if it only takes half a blade, I'm going to get twice as many shaves out of it. Not when the half a blade is doing just as much cutting as a full blade with two sides. Oh, right. So, just FYI. Being that one blade is the one I'm doing my whole face with versus like flipping the razor back and forth using each side, it's getting twice as much use as one with a double-edged sword. Alright? So, keep that in mind. So, this has a very a chocolatey type cinnamon type smell to it. This one I do like. This one's not too bad, alright, for the smell here. It's got a decent smell to it. It sort of reminds me somewhat of the Full Measure of Man a little bit. Not quite, but... So I'm loading my brush here in my dish first before I go to my actual bowl. This stuff's a little bit harder, so working it or ripening the soap might take a little bit here. Alright, I got some good sticking together on my bristles there. Let's go ahead and see what I get for consistency and lather. Very foamy lather, not work this a little bit more than usual. I have a very aggressive bowl with lots of grooving in it, so it's very good at whipping up lather really quickly. Part of the reason why when I did the lather challenge, I was able to do it in like 17 seconds because I used a soft soap on top of a easy bowl. Ain't much people can compete with that because the scalloping on that bowl is really ridiculous. So to make it fair, we're going to be loading these both up with brand new Vashkod blades. One takes a half DE, the other takes a full DE. I can already tell you my impressions from the last time. Maybe I'm wrong, but I have a feeling this Melon head is going to give me a better shave than the Katana, because this seemed to be smoother last time from what I could remember than the Katana itself. So this one takes a half DE, so again I gotta break a DE here. Don't take it out of your wrapper when you're doing it unless you want to risk cutting yourself. Fold it over, mark the edges up. Half DE blade, there we go. Alright. So what's tricky about this when trying to load the Katana head here is you can see that the pegs are like that. Well, if it takes a half DE head, what it is you actually got to push it back against those pegs like that when you go to put this on and screw it together. So I'm actually going to want to get another handle, because if I keep, what it'll do is it'll throw off the alignment of the blade if I keep swapping this back and forth. And I have a Fatible Shorto slant handle sitting right here. Let's see how that works for holding the blade. Threads ain't the same. No, they're not. Oh, shoot. Well, I guess we're just going to have to be really good about making sure the blade alignment's good. So maybe what we'll do is we'll just do one complete, two against, and then this side with the other. Get my face wetted up here. Get some lather going. Okay, so I'm only going to do half my face. So we're going to do this half with the Melon. We're going to do my two passes with this side. So this is a light foamy. It doesn't have the heavy padding that I would expect or you get from some soaps. The blade gap is very minimum on this. This is also what you would do as a self-lubricating head. I have last Thursday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I have 4 days growth. So I'm getting a little bit of drag initially from the blade. It is a very little blade feel, very smooth shave. Alright, the reason I'm getting the blade drag is for the fact that I have so much growth here. This is why I try to shave every 2 days. So, a little bit of drag. On the second pass, I can tell you this is going to be a lot smoother. But very mild razor head here. Very mild. This soap is super slick, so it glides real easy with the blade here. Alright, so there's the first pass with the grain, done with the Melon head. No cuts or nicks so far. Alright, rinse it off here. Being it's an open comb self-lubricating head, the channels there, it just throws out the lather, and you can just, it's one of those that you feel like you can just keep plowing through. So even though I have 4 days growth, it plowed through it pretty good. So reapply here. And go with the grain. Remember, I'm a 2-pass guy. So another thing I've been busy with doing, I've been working crazy hours. My side job work has picked up a lot because it's that time of the year for me. It's also been salmon slamming time. Doing a lot of salmon fishing. Did 18 hours this weekend alone. And, you know, since I'm a law-abiding citizen, I'm not someone to just go to catch fish because, you know, I could force feed them a hook. I actually go and do it legitimately. The fish just weren't there this weekend. In the last 2 weekends, the fish have not been there. I spent 18 hours this weekend chasing Chinook salmon for kind of nothing. Didn't catch a whole lot of anything. I caught a rainbow trout on the fly that I was using for salmon. About a 10-inch rainbow trout, so that was fantastic. So this is a great mild shave. So next weekend I'm taking the weekend off. I ain't going fishing because it's too early. I've been trying to tell everyone that. But I've needed people to listen to me, and I think my point finally got across. So here we go. Here's the results of 2 passes with that one. No nicks, no cuts. A little super smooth razor. I'll tell you, I think I paid like $3 for this head or something, and $2.80 for the handle. So that whole razor's like under $6 for the handle and the head there. And I mean, you can see it does an alright job here. So the links for these are on the last Yaki video. I'll try to put them in the comments down below here. I'll just rinse off the head and the blade here, because that was a win. Yeah, so like with these razors and these heads here, I honestly felt like I got a win out of them. I mean, for $6 and the shave that I get and how smooth it was from this, it's just fantastic. So now I got the handle on the Katana head here, or the fake Katana head, and you can see that the blade gap there, maybe the blade gap there is a little bit wider than that of the Melon for sure. So it has more blade. That's telling me I'm gonna have more blade feel. All right, but let's go ahead and get wetted up in lather here and see how this one goes. All right, gonna go with the grain, against the grain, just like the last one. Get some more lather here. There we go. So, with the grain, I can tell you that the angle this gives on is a little, slightly more aggressive, not much. But on the first pass with the grain, it's already getting a closer shave than the Melon was. So this is a Katana knockoff, keep that in mind. This is not the true Yaki Katana. It's a knockoff of it, but it is a smooth, it has a little bit more blade feel, but it is still what I would consider a mild aggressive razor, meaning it's not to the point where you can't feel the blade. It has more blade feel back, or feedback. You can hear it, I'm sure, on camera on the last one, but it's not overly bad. And the other thing about it being it's so small, everyone's trouble area up here under their snoz, well, I got a bigger snoz. Up here, man, this little head fits in there so nice. It's a half DE. Has a very wide open channel underneath here, so the lather doesn't bunch up on it. You know? So, on the first pass up with the grain, it's definitely a closer shave than that of the Melon head. Though the Melon is nice, man. It's a nice mild shave. I mean, if I went 3 or 4 passes with it, I'm sure I could probably get BPS. But I don't ever do that. That's not me. I've always been a 2-pass kind of guy. Now, against the grain now with the Katana. So, not being it's not double-edged, you find yourself you're going to be rinsing more than typical, but this weekend, taking weekend off from fishing, going razor hunting. And my little girl actually elected to come with me already. The minute she heard Dad was going razor hunting, she said she was going, so got her dates booked already. Whether I can convince Mom or not, that'll be another story. Sometimes Mom's along for the ride. Believe it or not. My wife sometimes encourages me to go out and buy more razors. How many people can say that about their wives? Probably not many. So I did get myself a little bit here. Now that it's had time to set, so to speak. Alright, the Katana. How did we do? Alright, well, let me get a washcloth here and get all cleaned up. Both sides. Again, fantastic. That head was $2 something too. I'm just, for $2, you should not get as good as shaves as you do with that, so. Smoothness test, I'm usually pretty good at this because I blind shaved for years. Well, I hate to say it, but the Half-DE Katana does a better job than the 2-edged Melon copy there. So, for good razors, I mean, you can get this handle and both those heads for under $10 from AliExpress, alright? And they're mild, they give you a good shave, both with and against the grain. I mean, sure, if you want to sit there and be someone who goes, I miss some hair right here. Someone who wants to sit there and go, 3, 4, 5 passes to get BBS, that's fine. But I mean, what's wrong with this? This is presentable. I'm not going to go anywhere in public and feel like embarrassed to be there with this, It's all I've ever done. I've only ever done a 2-pass shave. So, highly recommend these. I know it takes away a little bit, but those of you who are, looking to expand, who are new, not looking to break the bank, you can't go wrong with those 2 razors. I mean, they are stupid cheap. $10 for 2 razor heads and a handle. I mean, can't go wrong. Just keep in mind the handle is not stainless steel, but it does have some good weight to it. The weight of this handle with this head is very close to that of a fat boy weight, so it's fairly hefty. It's got good grip. I mean, look at the gnarling on that handle. It's got a really good grip, and I mean, so for $10, it's solid. Can you go wrong? Thank you for joining me. Glad to be here again. I got myself a little bit right there. But hey, stuff happens. Glad to be back. Hope you guys find this enjoyable and informational. And if you have not yet, please subscribe, send your friends, join the crowd, because that's what we hope to be someday, is a crowd. Thank you and have a good day.